Hello and welcome back to SpeedyNet, where we are looking at the center of our town growth engine. Yes, this is it, the Bunfing Bridge oil refinery, which produces gallons upon gallons of lovely juicy petrol that is going to fuel the growth of our towns. And well, the prime example being Bunfing Bridge itself. As you can see, it has petrol and, well, all of a sudden, it needs a hell of a lot more passengers to, well, to even grow further, because its petrol needs have been satisfied. And, well, also as a result of this growth, the Japanese character of this town might have gone slightly away. Well, I mean, if that's it, it now looks more like an English town with buildings that look anything but Japanese. I mean, look at these, man. Anyway, yeah, so this is where our town growth is coming from. And, well, actually, if we take a look, we can see that it now needs passengers, and you might be wondering, that's odd. So now we need more passengers. How are we ever gonna get them? Because the passengers were already satisfied, right? Well, not entirely, because if we want this town to grow, we need to take a look at its neighboring towns of Freywood, which I believe is over here. This has also been growing. As you can see, it actually needs a hell of a lot more petrol. I believe this town was bigger to start out with anyway. There's also the town of Rindford, which, well, also actually needs some passengers and some petrol. And then there's the town of Bunttown, which is very small and tiny. As you can see, to get this town to grow, we only need 13 passengers and 1 bag of mail. Whilst if we take a look at Barnpool, it needs more passengers and more mail. Now, the reason for this all lies in this one sentence over here. Large neighbor populations give lower cargo delivery requirements. Now, what's happened is that Bunfing Bridge wasn't really that big, but since we delivered petrol, it started growing. And then all of a sudden the requirements went up, and all of a sudden Bunttown was now the smallest town. And thus, well, because of this sentence, this now needs not that much in terms of passengers and bags of mail. This needs a lot more. If we start to grow Bunttown, these requirements will actually go down again because of how this mechanic works. So there you have it. However, and there is a big however, before we can get to any of this, we have a major crisis on our hands. Let me show you the operating profit graph. Yeah, about this, huh? This is not good. Especially this part. Profits have been declining like insane. And the reason for that is, well, I mean, we know that we had a small hiccup over here, this section, which we have upgraded and now is running like a charm. However, there is another problem, and it's in the older parts of our network. It is right over here. Look, moss overgrown tracks. They are usually a sign that things are not good, and they have been not good for quite a while. Now, what's happening over here is that this one train over here, for whatever reason, went through the station and then thought, hey, I actually forgot to deliver my wood, went back to it, but then there were no free station lanes and the back end was actually blocking off the exit lane over here. So everything right now is in a deadlock. Yeah, that's not so great, right? Definitely not so great. Which has led me to, well, to the main big agenda point for today for SpeedyNet, and that is we need to upgrade this. This whole station, the entrance and the exit tracks need to be upgraded. And with that, also this entire junction over here. And with that, if we're doing that, we might as well upgrade this station and the tracks leading around it. all the way up till over here. I mean, if whilst we're at it, we might as well do it proper, right? So that's why, well, you know, we need to upgrade this. And if we're going to make this a big operation anyway, we might as well also upgrade this station because, and well, this is of course right now a bit of a skewed picture that we have here because there is a traffic jam for God knows how long, could have been here for like a year or so. So, you know, the amount of stuff you see over here is, well, not really an adequate display of the issues that we have here. However, it is also the case that this station was already piling up goods slowly. So I think we should upgrade like this station, upgrade the tracks, upgrade this whole junction over here, and you know, just give this whole area a major overhaul. That, of course, you know, is a lot of work, but the first thing we need to do is to actively upgrade and this station and get this freaking deadlock out of our system, because we cannot do anything if the trains aren't moving. Luckily though, as it happens, I do have a plan for how to achieve this. So, and well, this being the second time I tried to record this video, I know that my solution will work. Yeah, I kind of forgot to hit the record button, you know. Stuff like that happens. Professionalism strikes again. I know. Anyway, yeah, so I know how to resolve this. One thing, you know, the minor neat thing that I also did, I actively found a way to bind the removal button. At first, you know, I had in the original, you know, the vanilla game I played, there was a hotkey for this. But that hotkey somehow in the hard pack got rebound to another key, and I fixed it. I went to the hotkey file and I started looking for doubles, and I found it. So yeah, apparently the remove thing by default is bound to the ruler tool, which is this. Which I have no idea what this does. Look, virtual ruler, measure, whatever. I don't know. In any case, I don't use it. I don't know what it's for. So I unbound the key and all of a sudden, this works now. Yay. So we're gonna put that to good use to solve this deadlock over here. So yeah, we're gonna have to do this major operation, and we're gonna have to do it right now if we want our profits to go back up again. So yeah, let's commence the big operation, shall we? Ooh, look at what we get over here. The Tippler Nottingham refrigerated truck. How does that compare to the current top of the line refrigerated truck that we have? Because I believe that we have all the most upgraded vehicles for pretty much everything. Yeah, look, we now have the Prime Mark II refrigerated truck, which is the ones that we've been using, you know, the 40 kilometers an hour, 15-ton capacity truck. So this must be the upgraded version. Maybe it's a slight bit faster, with a slight bit more capacity. I think, though, that this is the next batch of road vehicles arriving. Now the question is, of course, are we going to use them once we have them and they prove to be reliable? Probably not, because in my memory I've only just upgraded all our horses to motorized vehicles, and I don't want to do that again for a vehicle that's like 10% better or 20%. If it's 100% better, you know, like it's twice as fast or has twice the capacity or a combination of both, then I will. But for the time being, it is most likely that the Tippler Nottingham refrigerated truck will be a museum piece only. In the category invented but never used. Anyway, we're going to continue upgrading this, so yeah, let's continue, shall we? I'm looking at this station and I'm thinking like, do we really need an upgrade for this one? You know, like, is it really that necessary? Because I don't really see any issues arising over here. So, I mean, the station setup, you know, the track layout is similar to this one right now, so it's a little bit better at handling a higher volume of trains. So, well, what we could do is upgrade this to 2-lane, you know, the tracks leading around the station. If we do that though, we are going to run into the issue of space with the town. Well, actually, maybe it's not that bad. Let me see. What is the wise choice over here? I think we should indeed go with a 2-lane setup over here. But the problem is, it's like, see, well, we could start it from over here, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose we could start it from this station, because I don't really see the necessity to add 2 lanes over here, as there's no need for it, basically. So I don't see the necessity here. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to extend it all the way to that station. So let's do that. It's not much work, so I'll quickly get that done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have successfully extended our 2-line situation all the way to over here. So it's looking good. I think that we've made a big improvement over this situation. Now, admittedly, this was a rather complex bugger, and in the end we had to go with a solution like this, which I'm not really fond of because huge amounts of terraforming, and as you know, I'm not a big fan of those, but well, if it needs to happen, it needs to happen, and this we did. For the rest, I really do like this junction, man. This is, I think, quite a nice piece of complex switching up and providing options and, well, possibilities for trains to get anywhere, because what we used to see was there was like this one switch over here, which was the only option for trains to go to the station or to the, well, the loop around, and that caused a lot of traffic, because most of the times the trains weren't really sorted well. They were always on the wrong track, they always needed to make that crossing. So a lot of the time trains were waiting over here. This time though, we have prevented a lot of that. Same over here, you know, it's a bit of knowing where your traffic comes from. I know that the traffic that comes over here on the inner lane will mostly have to go back to, well, this direction. So knowing that, I actually made this underpass over here, because I know that most of these trains will have to go to this direction anyway, which will prevent a lot of the usage of this switch over here. Oh, by the way, how about placing signals where they are supposed to be? Derp. Oh man, yeah, let's place a few more signals, right? Because we don't have enough already. Come on. There. Look, fancy hotkeys. So yeah, I think all in all, this is a very, very big improvement over the old situation. Oh. Have I not... Ah well, you know, the signals are there, at least right now they are. No, but in any case, I think we've made a big improvement over the old situation. And wow, look at this. Am I seeing this right? Everything is being taken care of. They're moving away everything. Wow, that's good, man. Oh man, this is looking great. So yeah, a big upgrade to the tracks. A very needed one. We have made a few enemies in Sardingworth Falls and what was it called again? I believe it was Fundingworth. Yeah, Fundingworth is now not liking us so much anymore. Years and years of good service all gone to naught when we took a shovel to hand. So yeah, now as for what we're gonna do next time, because if you remember, we are still in the process of getting our passenger business booming. But yeah, we run into track issues all the time, which of course have a priority when it comes to sorting them out. But what we're gonna do next time is we are going to continue with the whole passenger growth thingy, and I might actually do quite a bit of that off camera so that I can set stuff up. Because one of the things that I really would want to do is over here. Oh wow, look at the speedy ocean, man. There's boats of us everywhere. By the way, ooh, it's declining slowly but surely. Very good. Now there's speedy boats everywhere, and I want oil in this ocean, you know. I want it to be over here so that the towns that are on the water side, like Nunworth Falls and whatnot, you know, I want them to grow too, and I want it all done by boat. So I'm gonna try and set up some oil to go over here. And I know there's like, this is one ocean that we service, but I know that we are also in business over here, and I want oil over here at well, on this ocean, so to say. So I have to see how I'm gonna get it over here, but there's plenty of opportunities, and that's the kind of stuff, you know, I don't need to build any tracks for that, I believe, because I believe everything is there. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, I guess, you know, we will take one last look at the new improved junction over here. And well, I guess that's it for today. So join me next time when we will play more OpenTTD.